Oh, I just want to say this because it's funny. I'm not going into it, but
nope.
The disappear thing is so funny. How they were saying you were doing a threat and you said disappear.
Dude.
And they found a new one. You said something about Sam Cedar should
It was in the same episode because I was
something
fired
about
out.
burning a bridge.
Yeah.
And it's like Sam Cedar, it's burned or something like that.
We were
and they're like, Denims literally, bro. She's like, did she just say Sam Cedar alive?
That's crazy.
Tomorrow we will talk about Ethan Klein's multiple claims against me. It's gonna be a good stream. Tomorrow is going to be a very good stream.
We just, we did something far more important, all right? We're gonna be watching the Denims video right now, okay? Right now. We're gonna just move away from that previous segment, unfortunately, if you guys were liking it. We're memeing in bad faith, just to be clear.
It's the real villain of the video. And I think that it went a long way to showing just what an evil, hateful fucking... And I'll say it and I'll double down on it.
Dude, every Denims video looks like a 2016 commentary video. I think this is very clip heavy, right? And then, like, this is the best part. If you haven't seen it, she puts the word in the title, ensuring this video will not go viral. Like, she doesn't know how to upload on YouTube. I don't know why. The videos are always edited extremely poorly. And in this one, she puts in the metadata, making it more difficult to search this on the actual YouTube site.
People, oh, no? Not go there?
Just don't invalidate
Okay,
yourself
let me
like
do
that.
this. Let me do this. I'm not...
Now, before this gets started, I haven't seen the majority of this video, but the things that I took from Ethan's stream, he's probably going to walk into two rakes on this one. The first one, I tried to get this to AB, and maybe I even wrote this in chat, but I did see that Ethan was saying, and I don't know if he ever corrected it, that Denims deleted her channel. I think that was what was being pushed. The channel that deleted all the videos was allegedly a fan channel that removed them because the person was claiming Denims was getting too much hate. You know how all these people let fans run re-upload camps for all their content? All the Hasan Piker type people or whatever just re-upload all these videos and shit. Supposedly that fan channel is the one that took all their shit down, and then the person actually issued a statement about it. So I don't believe Denims took all their content down. And the other one that I've been seeing people talk about, because I got a bit spoiled already, was that apparently Ethan has misrepresented the messages from the clip where basically Denims is watching Bad Empanada's video uncritically and just sitting there kind of being like, whoa, this is crazy. His kids eat shit or whatever. Apparently the chat messages are taken from extended period of time. They weren't directly in order and just ripped from the chat, which I imagined was the case. Because you can't, like, it doesn't look like that screenshot or that, like, long extended amount of messages could possibly be, like, a thing that you could get without splicing them together from points of the stream. As far as I understand, all those chat messages are real. They're just not in rapid succession. I guess those are, that's the one point that I saw, which I kind of just assumed that while I was watching it, but never mind. Otherwise, I don't really know what else is going to be in this.
Things to say about her that are totally acceptable, to be honest.
You want to give me an example?
How does that change anything, though? Well, it's not about changing anything. It's about muddying the water. And bad reporting, or making any mistakes, or not leaving certain things out, open you up to getting owned, epically owned.
Examples?
No, please, by all means.
Like the C word?
No, I'm not saying no.
What did I get myself into this time?
Everything she says is terrible, and I hate her.
Before we get into it, some quick housekeeping first.
North Star Radio. Ethan Klein spreads altered footage. What the fuck? Of Twitch streamer Denims? I know that's not true. I'm not watching a 30-minute long video.
It's true. I wanted to make it a little bit harder this time for Ethan to deceptively clip my video again, so this time I added a timer. Also, I'm going to cover it later in the video, but I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea, so again, this is going back to the last one. In the last Denims video, it was really bad. I think... Is it still up? I thought she'd taken it down, but I do believe it's... I think I looked earlier today. It was still there. Like, this Ethan Klein is a Weasley Little Liar video in its entirety. We watched it on stream. It's fucking terrible. She's lashing on to the fact that he couldn't respond to the full thing when she's kind of really just a Humega lol, glup shido type character in this whole drama. Like, her most important event was, like, watching Bad Empanada's video on stream. She doesn't really contribute to this discourse at all. This is like asking Hasan Piker to watch one of my videos. I don't really expect him to do that. I don't expect Hasan to sit down and watch my videos. This banner right there. On the 7th, Ethan Klein said on his podcast that he got a visit from CPS that morning and that he was told the call came in on the 3rd.
Can I
Of
watch
course,
one of
in
your
his eyes,
videos,
this must
Papa Gut? Well, you just make me kiss men and women. So, yeah, I would rather not watch one of your videos.
because of the mean people on Reddit, and I guess me. So why?
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Papa Gut, watch my stream now.
Denims drops the deep Elizabeth Holmes voice in these videos and is all like, I'm so small and weak.
Yeah, instead of, she like goes 1 HP. It's really weird. Instead of having a streamer voice, she has a YouTuber voice.
So why?
What's the name?
What
of
the
guy?
fuck, dude?
Keemstar Orbiter,
What is this?
Mr. Oreo.
What is
Papa Gut,
this?
Watch my stream now. Denims drops the deep Elizabeth Holmes voice.
What the fuck, dude? Why am I kissing Cerberus? What's going on? This is unbelievable. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, I'm sorry.
Morning, and that he was told the call came in on the 3rd. Of course, in his eyes, this must be because of the mean people on Reddit, and I guess me. So why exactly does he think I'm responsible?
Denims is actually participating in this whole child
What's the
protective
name of
service
the
live.
guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
So why is Denims responsible for the call? I don't think Denims is directly responsible for the call, but I think when you sit there and you platform Bad Empanada talking about this uncritically while people are spamming call CPS in your chat for the duration or extended past this segment, I do think that you're probably like really asking to be put in this situation. I think it's like a firm disavowal, or like, I guess maybe even questioning Bad Empanada in some degree, I guess, would probably help your case here. But like, I mean, you kind of got to look at this and go, well, you're really asking for it. I'm sorry.
Denims is streaming this story about our
I'll
kid
show that, yeah.
getting Giarda from the dog, whatever. By the way, that's not what it was in the end. Ethan was just sharing his thoughts, what we were thinking.
Like, is every
What's the name
single
of the
snarker
guy?
responsible?
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Is every single individual snarker responsible for this call being made? Probably not. But the sub in and of itself, allowing
What's
posts
the
like
name
this
of
is
the
probably
guy?
a bad
Keemstar
thing.
Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
You kind of have to say something when your fucking audience does this. I'm going to mute for this segment, but I appreciate you guys donating. Thank you, thank you. Obviously, I read them all at the end.
We were speculating.
Basically, Ethan Klein is saying that my community called CPS on him, and his evidence is that my chat is so militant and so hateful that every single comment is calling for people to take
And bloodthirsty. You left bloodthirsty out.
direct action against him, which he attempts to prove with a clip from my stream that's been edited to show
What did that just say? I'm sorry. This whole segment, I'm getting fucked up. Nick is going to VidCon like a sultan with his haram. He's going to order an immediate ending of Papa Gut in Minecraft. Okay, that's fucking crazy. Keep in mind, Papa Gut, I'm pretty sure, lives close to me now. I'd be going across the country to do this.
messages from my chat.
I disavow that behavior.
Look at her chat. So this to me is like very important clip.
Wow,
And look at the comments.
Edited? Why don't you just post my entire stream? Then you can't say it's edited. Yeah, literally. Ethan's supposed to just play 5 hours unedited.
Call CPS. Child endangerment must CPS. Social services. Bro needs someone to call CPS. That's child. It's every comment.
Yeah.
How did they get the memo? Every single fucking comment.
Yeah, so this is not accurate. Obviously, this is all the people who said this stuff being spliced together. I think the person who made this on Reddit had said that that was the case. That they took all the... Like, they pull... Again, look at Denims' stream. Let's make this big. This screenshot could not exist because they're getting these clips from... Let me pop chat off. You see in the upper region over here, they're taking the screenshots from here and they're putting it all together. There's no like really long version of this that I'm aware of. I don't think that they're pulling it from anywhere. It's literally just what's on screen.
Your chat is saying call CPS. You don't want to say any single fucking thing about that? You sick, twisted, evil woman. I'm not exaggerating when I say literally every comment is call CPS. Notice the chat is almost in complete universal agreement, and Denims endorses this clearly. As you can see, she's not moderating this at all, and it's pretty much 100% of the comments saying call CPS on them. Their kids should be taken away.
My nannies have
2 days before it happened, and she's like, "I'm sorry, girl, but this is kind of
Now, I'm just wondering.
your fault looking like."
I'm just wondering, like, I'm actually super curious. Let's say we're covering somebody that we don't like on the channel. Let's say Bo Black starts doing coke, right? Bo Black is doing drugs in his house. We find out that Bo Black is doing coke, right? Now, imagine if I'm covering the segment on Bo Black's coke use because Furrin or, like, Ryle Kittenhouse or like one of these random fucking orbiter types who make fucking funny videos or whatever. You don't really know if they're telling the truth or whatever about it. Like, I'm just watching this guy's video uncritically, where they don't show any direct evidence that Bo Blacks is doing shitloads of coke. And then like my audience starts saying, and I keep like playing along with it, the concept of like sending the police to his house because he's got tons of drugs in his house. Like the justification that they use for Andy Worski getting swatted, right? And then people actually go to his house. They find out that Bo Blacks has no drugs. Would people start to ask why I'm watching this video completely uncritically, engaging with it? And then my entire, like half my chat, even like a percentage of my chat is spamming like, send the cops to his house, send the cops to his house, send the cops to his house. Like, obviously people would start asking me questions about this.
Love made a good point. You said, is this every comment? I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
What about the top right? I thought these were
No,
selected.
it's this, I think.
By the way, Bo Blacks is not doing drugs, and I disavow the police going to his house, just for transparency.
When you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's
I wish Bo Blacks was doing coke. It would really explain his behavior.
a cutout of the full chat. It's just enlarged there.
Oh, really?
Over the screen, yeah.
Did you catch that last clip? Yep, his own employee just tried to show him that he's wrong, and he ignored it because he's
Wait,
lying.
what?
Really?
Over the screen, yeah.
Did you catch that last clip?
I thought these were
No, it's
selected.
this, I think when you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full chat. It's just enlarged there.
Oh, really?
Over the screen,
Wait,
yeah.
where do you see
Did you
intent
catch
there?
that last clip? Yep, his own employee just tried to show him that he's wrong, and he ignored it because he's...
He tried to show him that he's wrong. Isn't this just part of the chat? No, I think it's the full chat. How is that, like, prove him wrong and then he needs to push the narrative? That is, like, the most malicious way possible to perceive this. Like, undoubtedly, Ethan is being, like, critical of her in, I guess, an uncharitable light. Because why do these people deserve charitability with the stuff that they're doing on these streams? But this is her responding equally uncharitably. Like, these people are just shit-flaying.
lying.
How is this a point? I don't really know.
The clip is deceptively edited. He's doing it again. At this point, I don't know if he's watched
But what is the deceptive edit here?
a single real video of me. Let's see that again.
Is she arguing the chat messages aren't real?
Look at the chat in the top right corner.
He has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit. And
Love made a good point. You said, is this every comment? I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
Oh, I believe.
What about the top right? I thought these were
No, it's
selected.
this, I think when you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is not deceptively edited. I disagree with the fact that this is deceptively edited. This is all the chat messages pulling up on the left side, but you can clearly see the original chat in the video, right? Like, did they go out to hide the chat in the original video? Let me look for mine. If they hid the chat, you could say it's deceptively edited. I think that would be fair. But if the chat's still on screen for the duration of this segment, I feel like it's not deceptively edited. Where I think it's in, is it this VOD where I covered it? I don't, oh yeah, I covered it 5 days ago. Ethan Klein is being investigated by CPS. Hold on, at 1:18. Yeah, so look at this. This is the original video that I'm watching on stream.
And every time I manage to find more and more terrible shit. This is where Ethan tells a story about his family getting GR.
All right, well, you really can't see it because my fucking chat's in the way. But you can clearly see the chat move significantly faster, right? These are just chat messages where people are sending or talking about sending CPS or calling him a bad dad. But the chat is visible on the screen the entire time.
We already have Mold Mondays. Now we have Shit Saturdays.
Also, this is not
And, like, there are messages here. Like, is Peepoo Klein showing up on this
matter, by the way. It
side?
can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very...
Nick, she's saying the enlarged chat is deceptively edited. Okay, but Smaggle, my argument is, how is it deceptively edited if the original chat is still present in the clip? If I can go and see the original chat simultaneously with the slower moving, quote unquote, deceptively edited one, your only, like, conclusion you could possibly draw from this is that these are spliced together screenshots. I don't know how else you could do it. You would have to ignore the fact that the chat doesn't match up on the right side of the screen. They faked the chat. I don't think, is anyone arguing that the chat messages on the left side aren't real? Because that would change this a lot, and that absolutely would be an argument in her favor. But if these messages are all real, and they're being fucking drained down the left side, well, you can clearly see what they're saying in the actual chat on the top right-hand corner behind my fucking thing in this screenshot, in this video. I don't really understand the argument. No, she says they're real. No one is risking faking fake chat. Again, if that's not what's happened here, then I don't really see the issue. Can I get the original? Does anybody have the original? I mean, this is still, I guess, good. It kind of shows it in hers. What was the Reddit post called? Fuck, I just had it. What was the Reddit post called? They're not fake. They're just trying to sow doubt. I mean, I think this is extremely stupid, I guess. Here. The Reddit post that was attached to this was called... Oh, it's on fucking Yeet. And this is so funny. I saw this on H3 Reddit. Oh, Denims chat a week ago saying someone should call CPS on Ethan. That's what it's called. Denims chat a week ago. All right, let me try to explain this better because I don't think it's getting... it may not be getting through. Okay, so this is the original H3 thread where we were looking at it, right? So if I hop over here, you can clearly see this video that's quote-unquote deceptively edited is obviously edited in fucking Premiere Pro or whatever editing software they're using. They're just making the chat appear on the screen. But while you're seeing call CPS, like look at the speed in which these are coming up. Like her chat, her slow-moving chat is like moving faster and it's not the same words. I've hid my chat so you can clearly see what the actual video is. You'd have to go out of your way. And I guess Ethan's wrong. Like he probably should notice it if he's just looking at the screen while he's watching the video. But it's extremely obvious when you're looking at it. There's two chats on the screen and they don't say the same thing. And they move at different speeds. So like I don't really understand what is the deceptive edit here? Like there are literally both chats on the fucking screen. You can literally see that the chat isn't saying these things on the fucking screen. While it's running. They didn't hide it. It's not obscured. It's right fucking there. Let's see if any of them are a match. They caught Guardia lol from Millie Panda. I don't know. Is Millie Panda on here? What the fuck? Is this real? Oh my god, Guardia sucks. Child endangerment, that one would probably be on here. Child endangerment much from It's Just Vegas. You see that one? And we don't even know if all the ones they clipped out are even all the bad ones, or if they just clipped out a bunch for the duration of the clip. We have no idea what these are. I love Will Cooley. Did he score again, or did he score the first goal only? Like, I don't understand what the issue is. But regardless, let's get back to it. I want to find out what she says.
Full chat. It's just enlarged there.
Oh, really?
Over the screen, yeah. What is happening? What universe do we exist in where this is a popular creator? How exactly am I supposed to get through to a person and convince her wrong when she's literally disproving herself on her own stream and then ignoring what just came out of her mouth 5 seconds earlier? I
think that, like, it's bad enough that she's uncritically reacting to bad empanada on the stream. I literally think like that is enough to start pointing fingers and asking. Because again, my fundamental belief in this, I've explained it on several streams, is that I think that all of these people want to be more malicious and more outwardly like attacking Ethan Klein, but they can't do it because it's quote unquote, I guess like bad, and they don't want to get involved with their fucking their names doing this stuff. So all these people are friendly with Bad Empanada, and all these people promote Bad Empanada because Bad Empanada lives in like some fucking third world country shithole place and goes and fucking does all of this stuff, doesn't care about his reputation, attacks people, right? And like they could just play his video on stream. Why even risk their own reputation when you can just like literally fucking play Bad Empanada doing it and go wow and soy face at the screen? Argentina's not a third world. I'm sorry. I apologize to the Argentinians. I don't know where the fuck he lives, to be honest. But like, yeah, he just lives in some fucking country or whatever that he's never gonna be fucking sued. He's never gonna get like a fucking defamation suit letter in the mail. And like all of these people are just like happily promoting him on their platform. saying like absolutely unhinged shit to Ethan that these people could never say with their own reputations. And like Hasan is on record saying he'll never watch one of those videos on his stream, just couple like weeks or months prior to the start of this conflict, saying that like this guy's fucking crazy and posting crazy shit on Twitter. But his opinion changed really fast when this guy was defending him against fucking Ethan. So I think these guys use Bad Empanada specifically because he says all the stuff that they want to say, or he gets really dirty, and they like when that happens. I think they know what he does. I think they don't care that he does it, and I think they use him to reach these common goals that they share with each other, despite like this guy being a complete unhinged schizo. Yeah, I think he's a mouthpiece. Yeah, I mean, I think that they're participants by promotion in this case. Yeah.
Oh, Lion Klein. I'm honestly shocked people still take this guy seriously. Let's do some quick math. Here are the first and last frames of the video that he played. I searched for the top and the bottom messages in my Chatterino history. The first one is line 14,472. The second is 15,428. And they're 5 minutes apart. That's 956 messages in 5 minutes. He showed 65 messages, which is...
And by the way, we don't even know if these are all of the messages calling for fucking CPS. But now she's saying, like, about 7% of my chat said that we should call CPS on you and take your kids away. And she thinks this is a win. She thinks this makes her look good. She looks great now, guys. She looks great because of this percentage.
Is less than...
And so they are real. So she's admitting these messages literally did happen in an unmoderated chat, watching a Bad Empanada video without critical pushback at all. Great. Okay, thank you.
7% of the messages from that time period. The funniest thing is that only 3 of those 65 messages are ever even on the screen in the 2-minute video that he featured. So now I'm sure you're wondering why someone would go through so much
Denim's cleavage was not visible. I am not sure why this video was made or who it was made for.
Trouble to painstakingly...
And then I got killed by Miku.
They Photoshop all these chat messages together to make it look like they happened at around the same time instead of over the course of the full 5 minutes.
Wait, what? What is full 5 minutes in a 6-hour live stream? Guys, they took these messages and then pushed them all together so it looked like they were... Dude, what is fucking 5 minutes? What does that change? I'm so confused at what argument she thinks she's making here. All right, my whole chat says she's unhinged. Let me full screen her so you can see her assets. I'm starting to understand where she's coming from, chat. Are you understanding where she's coming from? No, she's a complete fucking liar, dude. Literal liar. But I do think she has some good arguments, right? Like, she's got, like, 2 pretty solid arguments. But she's fucking lying! She's a liar!
And if only 3 of those 65 messages were in that clip, when did the rest happen? Well, it happened when I watched this clip from his podcast.
Olive has Giardia, which is a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea. Well... Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has Giardia.
Oh, there we go, guy. I have the music pass, so I was gifted this Hatsune Miku skin, or whatever the fuck it's called, so I'm going to use it in Fortnite now. All right, feel free to start sending me tons of money.
Shit.
Oh,
and now Ela has Giardia.
Shut. For real?
Yeah, I didn't know if you just had the fucking pass, they give you the skin for free.
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my god.
So I guess Ethan must eat shit. There's no other logical explanation for this.
What can I do to not get it? Yeah, I'm trying to... Because I'm not trying to get it.
No, crank the AC, maybe?
It's extremely ridiculous to
By the way, the do not tap the glass meme literally sounds like a fucking Kiwi Farm statement. It's so crazy to hear them say this shit. It literally sounds like something that Null would write. Only less cringe. It would be like, don't touch the poo. But I guess that would be funnier in this context.
You have to ingest my poop.
Wait,
So
why would you say
planning on that?
tap the glass when don't eat the poo is right there? You'd get Giardia if you eat the poo, chat. Like, that's literally, it's right there. You just have to be, like, slightly intelligent to get there.
Not really.
So then you're fine.
But unfortunately...
So the problem is...
you just told us that your poop is flowing out of your mouth. It's like in the air, bro.
That's not what I said. That's literally... That's what
you
you
had
said.
caca breath.
No, that's what you said I said. Well, anyway, so let me continue, please.
Okay.
Is this just like an unedited clip from the podcast? No wonder she thinks she's out of context. She has no idea how much of a clip to use.
So because, you know, it can go on surfaces and stuff. So, you know,
this clip is so long, Ethan might be able to claim 25% of this video's revenue.
Olive chews everywhere. So, you know, Sonny, it makes sense why
Askers?
You got it. Then once he starts having these crazy diarrheas, like in the middle of the night, all day, all the time he's having these crazy diarrheas, then when me and Hila start having to get in there and change.
Thank you, Miku. Thank you.
His diaper.
Well, not Miku.
Obviously, you put him
and
down.
We hit the goal.
You wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas.
And they put their hands into the poop.
So I haven't been diagnosed with it. Neither has Hila. Sonny went to the doctor today to get a poop evaluation, but I'm pretty sure he has it because the symptoms is like frequent and then extremely foul smelling diarrheas.
So what I'm seeing here is this is literally the fucking thing again, where Ethan's just talking to his audience, and then like the Jake Doolittle dumb fuck comes in here trying to explain the fucking diagnosis and shit. So I took my kid to the doctor is the argument. I think he has it. And then ultimately he didn't have it. Like that just never happened.
It happened last night in the middle of the night. I walked into his room. He was crying in the middle of the night. And I was immediately struck by the foulest fucking... His whole room was just wafting and the foulest diarrhea smell. And I was like, here we go, you know. So I open, and first of all, he doesn't want to get changed.
She's putting this in to justify the calling of CPS. That's fucking unhinged. I imagine she's not doing that. That would be crazy. This clip doesn't...
in the middle of the night.
This is not like a holy shit, I have to call CPS thing. I'm sorry, it just isn't. That's an extremely childless... I used to think they were childless because they chose not to have them, but they're childless because they never will have kids. Holy shit, and that's a good thing. I think it would be disruptive to society for any of these people to breed.
He's tired. So you put him on the changing table, and he is thrashing like a fish out of water. And meanwhile, he is covered in viscous, or does viscous mean not flowing or flowing or non-viscous?
All I'm saying is if Denims ever has a kid, she better be the best mom in the whole world with this lingering over her. Could you imagine in 5 years she comes out and starts like apologizing, going like, I can't believe what I said about Ethan and on this fucking stream. Holy shit, being a mom is so difficult or whatever. Like that'd be dude, all these people, if they ever have fucking kids, are gonna be hyper analyzed by the entire internet for their parenting skills. And they should be. But they shouldn't touch the glass. Okay? Yeah, no glass being touched.
I think you have to phrase it like it either is highly viscous or it has low viscosity.
Which one is very flowy?
Why are we watching the H3 podcast? You might think that, but this is actually Denims' response video. I know, shocker. She does talk in this.
Flowy is low viscosity.
Yeah. So very, very low.
I don't understand. Why is she not sitting here nodding at the screen with her cleavage out? That's half the reason I watched this show.
Low viscosity. Hold on. I think you're... Yeah.
Is that right? I always get those backwards,
Viscous
so I'm doubting myself.
Having a thick, sticky consistency between solid and liquid.
The more viscous it is, the thicker it is.
Okay, so he had a very low viscosity.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway.
Viscosity.
Yeah.
Diarrhea. And he was thrashing all around, so you can imagine it was not an easy task cleaning that up, and in the dark too, mind you.
Right.
What is this? Someone posted on r/h3h3 help finding the clip of Ethan talking about the kids testing negative for Giardia. It's the clip from this video. What is this? Around 6 days ago, he mentioned it. At 13:07. So this is after, I guess, right? 13:07.
Normal to happen, and it's very easy to treat. Now, spoiler alert, it actually turns out when we got all of the poop tests back that he never had Giardia even, which I announced on
That's the part that it's unhinged about. Like, you're arguing that he has fucking Giardia because Ethan thinks it's a possibility that he has it, and you don't even know if he's tested positive for it. And you're calling CPS. And you're not just calling CPS. Keep in mind, this isn't a simple CPS call. They're literally pretending to be somebody... I'm sorry, I've been going at this the whole wrong way. My bad. They're approaching this as if this was a call that was made to like protect Ethan's family in good faith. It was not, okay? They impersonated somebody who worked there. That's not a call of good faith. This is a call for harassment. Nobody actually fucking thought that this fucking family or whatever is fucking swimming in shit in their house. And if they did, they didn't have the balls to call, okay? The people who called the CPS thing on Ethan did it maliciously like a swatting to fuck with his family. Okay, that's why it was done. This whole like narrative that it was a justified phone call, that people in the audience were fearing for the safety of their kids is literal bullshit. All right, I'm sorry for not saying it sooner. Nobody fucking believes that's why CPS was called on that fucking family. I refuse to believe that we're dealing in good faith talking like that. Yeah, sorry. Back to what we were saying. Total fucking waste of time to engage with it.
And then it's like, okay, I get him changed, I put the diaper on, I put him back in his sleeping sack. And I want to put him on the ground because I didn't want him to, you know, suffer.
This is over diarrhea from a 10-month-old? Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, this is actually fucking unhinged.
Harry,
my childless behavior is showing that I even engaged with this conversation for longer than 2 minutes.
To the bathroom to wash my hands. And, you know, I try to do a one-handed wash, which isn't good enough. So I'm holding him in this hand. I'm trying to do 2 hands. Point is, I wash my hands as best as I could.
I mean, for people wondering, that yeah, the clip is still going.
Good.
This is the smoking gun.
Oh my god.
And
what we didn't know is the gun was smoking crack.
Obviously, after I put him down, I washed him again. Hila, on the other hand, she started having, and I don't want to out her, but very foul-smelling diarrhea.
So
now, this morning I had a diarrhea.
No.
And I'll say that
Ethan is publishing. Yeah, Ethan hacked the Denims channel and published his own content there.
It didn't.
Unironically, I think Ethan could claim the revenue, whatever this video makes. Probably not a lot because she put shit in the title, but
it wasn't foul-smelling.
Shouts out, Hila. We love you.
We love you.
Dude, I don't understand. What, dude, Ethan won't watch this. He's afraid to watch the whole clip. Yeah, because you're boring. You're so fucking boring.
The thing is, they all smell the same. There's this similar foulness.
He already broadcasted this clip. He responded to this. He watched 75% of this video on the podcast when he made it.
That it smells like. And now our other dog started farting, and it smells like this foul-smelling.
Are we taking this seriously right now? The dog is farting and it smells bad?
Giardia shit.
Brother, you need to be in a bubble right now. Why?
Yeah,
why are you here?
It's not really contagious unless
Whoa,
you're...
really? It's not contagious.
It feels like it definitely
Unless you're
is.
changing my fucking diaper.
Sometimes it feels that way.
You're not going to catch it. You are not going to catch it.
You better be cleaning your hands really well.
I mean, Ethan,
bro.
To defend Ethan, he
You're
is
not
a very
gonna,
thorough hand washer.
If any of you catch Giardia, okay, I will give you $10,000.
Man, that clip is still gross no matter how many times I hear it.
Why did you play it? I don't understand what your fucking narrative is.
I always do the possible.
Is this in here? No, they didn't. Where's the original as rant? Does anybody have the original as pronoun rant? There's just 50 response videos of people putting his fucking head in it.
I've watched. We're so fucking boring.
I love this so much, dude. I love this clip.
Nothing.
We're so fucking boring.
Like, dude, have you ever just screamed at your fucking screen?
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns. Funny and shit.
It's the boring part. Everybody likes the pronouns part. The real funny moment is the part where he says it's fucking boring. Is this it? TikTok?
I just want to say something to you.
The places I go. Doubt every fucking.
It's right after the Californian shit.
Fucking current dayers.
Here it is.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns. That's all we fucking know.
Here it is.
We're boring. We're so fucking boring.
Yes! That is the fucking best part of the rant. Everyone has felt this at some point, right? So everybody here has fucking felt the "you're so fucking boring" meme. Holy shit.
I am glad I haven't eaten anything since I started making this video. Now, it's one thing to be so stupid that you don't quarantine your highly contagious sick dog when you're a multi-millionaire, and it's another thing to tell people about it. I mean, who in their right mind would share this disgusting story with their audience?
Okay,
And
so
Ethan, do you
is
really
this
wanna be
justifying the CPS call? Is that what's happening here?
held responsible for what a small fringe of people in your community say? I mean, take this
In
guy
your community?
who had the audacity to comment.
Obsessed with you guys when you only had 15K subs. Glad that's behind me. Enjoy hell. This guy's for real. Joe, look this guy up.
Are we like, oh, we're doing the he's a doxer argument? I'm sorry, dude. If you're going to talk shit on Maine, that's not a smart idea. Sorry. We go on this rant every single stream, but if you like, if you send me like an unhinged email, I reserve the right to open it on stream. I'm not obscuring any details. Maybe you should send it from an alt. If you call my cell phone or whatever, or text my cell phone because you found it in the docs and I flash the fucking, if I post the screenshot to Twitter, you can't say I've doxed your personal number. All right, this is like survival of the fittest here. You should send it from a Google Voice number. It's not my responsibility. If you're going to talk shit to me from a public fucking profile, I, a YouTuber, might pull it up on my public fucking live stream. That's something that you have to deal with if you want to talk shit. I'm sorry. Like, maybe you should just use an alt like everybody else. I don't really know what to say.
Enjoy hell.
Now, do I think that the things that Ethan said to that person who told him to enjoy hell are totally justified and like this is some shit that he should get fired for or his mother should know about? I think he took it to a degree that made him almost look weak, responding that harshly to a comment like that. Obviously, this is on tattoos of him and his wife getting Star of Davids and stuff, so go to hell obviously is in relation to that, right? You'll rot in hell. That's what's in relation to the fact that they got fucking tattoos for their Jewish faith, right? But I mean, I think that made him kind of look weak by over committing. And then like the discourse on that died immediately when the snarkers called CPS on his fucking family. Nobody was talking about this anymore because it was very obvious that the reason why Ethan was upset here and the reason why Ethan went so hard on him here is because these people, specifically the people who are like out and about publicly attacking him, are the same people who are posting on this fucking subreddit. Now, I can't prove for a matter of fact that the guy who's getting bleeped out here, whose name I can't see because it's been blurred, is the guy who made the call or whatever. But if this guy's like flagrantly posting this shit on his fucking main account with no regard for his own anonymity. Like, I mean, like that's a you problem. You're a fucking idiot for doing that. All these guys think that because they comment on public YouTube drama that like nobody's ever going to litigate their opinion. Like you're just a chatter in my chat and it doesn't matter what side you take. This is the whole mentality of the Reddit. This is why the Reddit's so frustrating because these people are posting this stuff and then you go and look at their account and they go, no, you can't do that. Why? Why can't I do that? It's like the YouTube drama stuff. You guys run a whole subreddit archiving everything I say or everything people say or big YouTubers say rather, right? But then somebody looks at your post history and you call them a doxer? Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Because you didn't think that you were in the game? Because people are referring to your subreddit posts talking about me, talking about Ethan, talking about Hasan Piker. Well, let me click on your name and see what you've been posting, sir. Sorry.
I feel like this one's real.
Yeah, let me talk shit, but do not look into anything I say from the public platforms that I'm on. I'm sorry, dude. Public IG's not a dox. My bad.
Caught you, Joe.
You're posting from Instagram on this account, and then he clicked on your name. It's not like he went out of his way to go find your Instagram. You're posting on Instagram from your account, and he clicked the name that was associated with it. Not a dox.
Public-facing account.
Go to Joe.
I see you. You wanted to be cute. Let's see it. Nice.
And when that YouTube's drama sub moderator came after me, and I clicked on his name, and he was on friend searching Reddit pages, trying to make new friends, and posting on r/suicide watch, that wasn't a dox either. I'm sorry. Yeah, hey, the Reddit guy who's going after me posts in subreddits because they can't make friends in real life, and they're looking to try to make new ones. Was I supposed to not fucking put that up on stream?
Mustache. Which one's Joe? Let's see. I think it's this guy. That's him.
Oh.
That's him right there. Trust me, when I see an anti-Semite, I know I can spot him.
Wow. Spot him from a crowd.
That's him. So I don't know if you guys all know that, but your friend Joe here actually is a fucking giant racist piece of shit. and like he likes to tell.
Yeah, I thought this was a moment of weakness for Ethan because he shows so many different people saying horrible things. Like even in the screenshot that was blurred, the person above it said something deplorable, the person below it, but he went after the only person whose name was associated with their account, and it just had to be the weakest one. I don't know. I didn't think it was his best moment. Then like the next day, he pulls up the Reddit girl who had fucking her pits or whatever were showing, and she's like pits out for Piker, and then nobody called that doxing. When you shit on a girl who has armpit hair, it's no longer doxing. I guess everyone was just laughing then.
Jewish people, they're going to hell on Instagram on his public profile. I don't know if any of you guys know him, but
and the punishment for that crime? Now his 16-year-old sister is getting rape threats on her Instagram posts.
The people saying I need to let go of the whole Ethan Klein thing, fuck you. This was sent to my sister today. She's 16 years old. These have not stopped. They haven't slowed down. This is the type of shit my family receives every
What's the name of the guy?
So shout out to Ethan.
Bro, you would hate to see the shit that we receive like every fucking day. You got to play ball in our world for a little while. Crazy.
Klein, that my mom, who is an art teacher at an impoverished public school, has to deal with this shit. You are truly the morally superior YouTuber.
Now, since family and children are a hard line for Ethan, I'm sure he will denounce this in no uncertain terms.
Denims knows that she's, like, sucking bad empanada's dick, right? Like, when she goes to make this moral argument here, she knows that she, like, sucks bad empanada's dick, right? I'm just confused. Papa God, we did check it out earlier. Scroll back a little.
It's what I would say if he hadn't already doubled down. Now that that's out of the way,
dude, the criticism is, hey, Denims, in your chat while you're watching unverified allegations about Ethan Klein's fucking children, your chat, the platform that we're currently on, 7% of them was spamming to call Child Protective Services in a 5-minute span while you're uncritically reacting and not pushing back against the video. Okay? And your response is, this guy Ethan called out got an Instagram DM. That's like not directly related to the actual interaction. Somebody went and went after his fucking family indirectly. The problem is you're watching something completely unmoderated, and you're allowing this to go on.
You could have milked that so much harder. Big content strategy
that's
problems
the last
here.
time
I'll
Ethan
help you maximize your money, all right?
Splices my stream. Before I wrap this up, I did see one other thing that I wanted to respond to. The following clip is from my stream on March 8th. This is the day after Ethan talked about his CPS visit.
Look at this. It might be the dumbest, most pathetic thing I've ever heard in my life. Here's Denims on the floor. And then the part that, in my opinion, crossed the line was like, so I'm going to visit your kids at school and ask them questions. And I says, you're not fucking doing that.
No,
I mean, we both were like, that's not happening. You're not going.
Terrifying.
You are not doing that. So he agreed to come visit our house
back next week
when the kids are at home because he needs to fucking interview our kids as a matter of procedure.
How long is this clip going to be? Why are we watching this?
To create any bad memory here for them, like they are 5 and 3. They don't understand.
Is her goal for us to forget this is a Denims video halfway through the clip, and then she just starts talking again, catching me in like a shell-shocked state?
And this shit. So I told him.
Wait. Why are we silent now?
Create any bad memory for them. You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming.
Wait, is she defending this retarded take? Holy shit, she's defending this.
Memories at 5.
Because they can't make memories, therefore what happened is okay.
Years old.
Why are we still staring? Dude, holy shit, what is happening?
Nah, yes, you are. No, you're not.
I'm sorry, I'm covering up her assets.
When we're talking about being able to remember, being able to recall memories, it's like 4 is the cutoff. But even if you are forming any memories at 4, you're not going to be able to remember them past like 50.
Okay. So do you think that like it would be okay if they call CPS every week for the first 4 years of their child's life? Is that what is that okay? Because the kid's not going to remember it anyway. So like a weekly a call to Child Protective Services, is that like an optimal scenario then?
15.
Or is this a retarded argument?
You have maybe 1 or 2 memories. Talking to a random stranger once isn't really memorable for a kid. There's a wide variation about the mean across methods, cohorts. The average...
Is this just her showing us she can Google?
Age of adults' earliest memories is 3...
Good for you, Denims. You used Google search.
3.5 years old. I know we're getting into the weeds here, so I'll keep...
Yeah, would she argue that you could beat your kids senseless until they turn 4 years old, and as long as they survive, they won't remember it? As long as you don't leave any, like, scars or hurt them in a way that would be detrimental to their future development, you can just beat the shit out of your kid because they won't know what happened?
Keep it simple. I was talking about childhood amnesia. It is just true that a vast majority of adults cannot recall inconsequential memories that happened when they...
Yeah, okay, but you have to understand that just by making this argument in the case that they called CPS to his fucking house, that's completely unhinged and, like, inappropriate, right? Like, it's insane. People are obviously going to take issue with this. You have to be extremely stupid to not realize why people are mad about this.
They were children. Most people can recall 3 or 4 memorable experiences, but not much more than that. I didn't say anything about trauma.
You dedicated more time to talking about childhood memories than you did for telling your audience not to go call CPS when you were watching the original Bad Empanada video. This is why people are upset with you.
Which is a completely different topic entirely. Despite this, Ethan Klein has tried to use this clip as a way of pretending like I excused calling CPS. It would be insane if I said the exact opposite 30 seconds later, right? Now, surely Ethan has more respect for his audience than to just lie to them over and over again so that they can do his bidding, right? Nope.
Wait, did she not play the clip?
Calling CPS. It would be insane if I said the exact opposite 30 seconds later, right?
And then she just never plays it?
Now, surely Ethan has more respect for his audience than to...
This bitch puts like a 7-minute clip in this video. Is it in here?
...who just lie to them over and over again so
she never plays it? And they deleted her archive channel, so we can't even look it up? Oh, that's awesome. Like, I'll even take her word for it that she said it. Okay.
But they can do his bidding, right?
But, like, why? Why?
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Here is the full clip from my stream.
Okay, here it is. I'm sorry. She plays it. We paused,
he admits it on his show days after because he does not respect his audience or even his employees for a moment. Yes, what is it?
I pause Andy.
Yes.
We have... Dude, she puts her fucking thing with her cat in here. Great. Moving.
How dramatic it is to have the authorities randomly showing up to your house at night, going through all your things, accusing you of crimes you didn't do? No one should be subjected to such treatment.
Sure, but we're talking about not cops showing up at your house. We're talking about CPS.
Wait a minute. What is the donation? I need to hear this. Is it somebody trying to lecture her on why this is bad? And then she just goes, well, guys, it's not the same as swatting, all right? It's CPS.
Deanbo, do you have any idea how traumatic it is to have the authorities randomly show...
So they're talking about send CPS, and then a donation comes in saying it's extremely traumatic.
Going up to your house at night, going through all your things...
Wait, and by the way, I'm actually confused. This is a clip of her reacting to Ethan reacting. This isn't even... I assume this clip was from the night where she actually, like, where the audience was spamming CPS, CPS, CPS. So then she says it here... after trying to argue the age thing. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Accusing you of crimes you didn't do? No one should be subjected to such treatment.
Sure, but we're talking about not cops showing up at your house. We're talking about CPS, which anyways, to begin with, 1, I don't condone. 2, I've never condoned it, and you will not be able to find a clip of me saying, yes, we should do this, because it doesn't exist. I think CPS should be exclusively used for family vloggers who are total fucking...
No, okay, but you sat there and listened to a video where a guy was telling us that Ethan's kids eat shit off the floor.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Dude, nobody says that you specifically said they should call CPS. They said that you watched a video where a guy said Ethan's kids eat shit off the floor. Okay, and 7% of your chat was spamming that they should call CPS, and you uncritically watched it. Okay? That's what people are mad about. And this isn't even you saying like anything this is you saying I never did that. I don't understand. How is this bad faith?
Pieces of shit that use their kids as cops.
You said, hey, the kids aren't going to remember it anyway. By the way, I never said this. I think that, like, CPS should be used for this reason. Like, that's great. Where was this rant the night it was actually going down?
Content. I've literally given Ethan Klein credit on multiple times or multiple instances, and I will do it again right now, for not showing photos of his kids. I think it is actually very cool of him.
Wow, this is so nice of you. Guys, look. She's good. She's a good person, see? She can give positions that nobody actually like cares about. She can yield positions nobody requested.
To try his best to not have his kids in photos, in videos. I respect that a lot. I think he's a piece of shit, and I think he's going insane and he's crazy, but I respect a lot.
She's conceded the argument nobody requested, and she showed how good faith she is.
That he doesn't bring his kids on.
Yeah, this is after the call. This is days after. This is her in response to criticism.
On camera and use them for content.
Is on her platform right now advocating for our children to be forcibly removed from us by Child Protective Services. Maybe she should think about issuing an apology and retraction.
Or at least saying calling CPS is fucking crazy. Don't do
Is it that hard?
please.
Oh no, what she does kind of, she goes, after being like, Ethan's the worst person in the world, and like, yeah.
And then she plays a clip where Ethan talks about it and specifically addresses the argument. Like, what? What?
I'm watching Bad Amp and I'll be like, yeah, his kids crawl around and eat shit. And
so she knows the argument. It's right here.
Her whole entire chat being like, call CPS. But she'd be like, obviously don't call CPS. It's like, yeah, right.
Nicholas DeOrio.
The thing is, these people are knowingly lying. They know that they're lying. It makes no sense what they're saying.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is a Master Lock moment. The Master Lock could be defeated by the Master Lock. Okay? The fucking Denims video could be defeated by the Denims video. What's wrong with this?
But they do it anyway.
So let's recap. He knows the chat logs are edited, and he knows that I denounced calling CPS.
They're real! The chat log messages are real! You don't even contest that!
CPS on him.
He knows the chat log messages are... Dude. I'm actually like fucking infuriated right now. This is like insane. Hold on. How do I get my history again? I need to go back. We need to go back. He knows the chat log messages are real? I mean, are edited.
What they're saying. But they do it anyway.
So let's recap. He knows the chat logs are edited, and he knows...
Everyone knows the chat log messages are edited! The chat doesn't slowly rise over the fucking video when you're on Twitch! There's 2 chats on the screen! Everyone knows this is edited! That's not how it works!
Was that I denounced calling CPS on him. So why would anyone in their right mind continue pushing this narrative? Well, because then he would...
Because you fucking did that shit!
Have to take accountability for what he said on his show. You know, years ago, he had Bill Burr on his podcast, and...
Oh my god, bro! She's like, I need one more thing. She opened the Gokanaru video, and it's like he was bad to Bill Burr.
It said this.
Oh, it seems like you're in love with your daughter.
Wait, he just brought up a clip from fucking like 11 years ago.
Hearing you talk about her on the podcast.
Jesus Christ, well, you're pretty perceptive. Seems like you care about your own child.
Listen, more than that, okay? Because again, you're this character. You gush over your daughter. Not everyone gushes. Did your dad gush over you?
I mean, I was too little. Yeah, no, my dad actually at work did. At work, that's when I learned, like, oh my God, yeah, he really likes us. But when he came home, yeah, he was cracking the whip.
And then Ethan called CPS on Bill Burr's kids. That's why he won't come back on the podcast. Guys, this is a totally relevant clip. Ethan literally called CPS on Bill Burr's family because he couldn't concede that he loved his daughter.
The bed mate, you do your studies? Well, why not? You know, it's that shit. And he also had a zillion kids, so I mean, yeah.
Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will somehow
by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, there's fucking lunatics out there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Off the air. Off the air. I'll cut.
Tweet. All right. Nicholas DeOrio.
So he's like awkward because he's like a bad interviewer. Ethan was a horrible interviewer. How is this the same? If he went on stream and he said that Bill Burr's kids eat shit because he was awkward to me and people didn't like my podcast episode, you'd have a convincing argument. What the fuck is this related to?
I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Well,
thank you guys for hitting the goal. You guys have earned a new goal.
Crazy people.
Okay. All right.
What is?
I don't know why that got so.
What just happened? Did we just reset?
Is he doesn't want to take accountability for anything that he said. The most annoying thing is that all of this is just beef for Ethan Klein. Family and people's kids.
Please, God, talk about Palestine. I need this. I need this to be injected into my veins. Please, for the love of God, talk about how there's a fucking genocide going on. I need you to say it.
Aren't a hard line for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have defended his harassment campaign against a random TikToker that told him to go to hell, which caused...
Oh, no, it's the blue-haired girl, isn't it? Oh, please tell me it's the blue-haired girl.
...his fans to send rape threats to this guy's 16-year-old sister. Maybe there's some other reason Ethan is focusing on me.
Is there anything in here?
That she wants.
Oh, we don't even know what it is. So there's rape threats that were sent. That's sad. Okay.
She believes that it's justified to break up.
Did she not put the random TikToker on the screen because of what they look like? Like, is that why she didn't want? She didn't want to like nerf herself. I think there were 2 TikTokers, right? It might not be the blue-haired one. Yeah, dude, you don't understand. Ethan is responsible for every single thing his audience does off the platforms that he actively moderates. That's the big narrative to pull here. You can watch uncritically watching a fucking bad empanada video is exactly the same as somebody going out of their way, like a crazy member of the audience going on some different platform to attack somebody in a way that you obviously don't condone. Yeah. Oh, she called the Instagram guy the TikToker? Oh, so she doesn't even know what she's covering. I'm sorry. I thought we were being fair here. I thought it was an actual TikToker. My bad. Whew.
Our family. This disgusting fucking human being who's endorsed by Hasan. He's kind of being like, Ethan deserves it. I know I'm putting some words into his mouth.
Yeah.
I think Ethan is using this negative experience as a vector to attack the people he wanted to attack.
Bro, this negative experience comes from the people he wanted to attack. He's using it? Of course he is. He's using it because you guys did that shit. You've armed him to say this. And by you guys did that shit, I mean like the snark people are directly responsible for Bad Empanada lying, and you platforming Bad Empanada's lies uncritically. Yes, that's how this happened. 100%. It's not some fucking weird coincidence. There's no sector of Ethan's audience that was always gonna call fucking CPS. Okay, it's fucking this community. It's this fucking stupid war.
Attack anyways. I didn't make him overshare, and I was far from the only person.
Oh, victim blaming. This guy told the story on his podcast. What else could he have possibly guessed that his enemies would use this to make a false CPS call to harass him and his family? Yeah, good fucking argument. Great argument.
To cover this story. Honestly, I think Hasan put it...
From the woman who brought you defending Hasan Piker when he says the rapes aren't real. I mean, like, these people are all horrible fucking people, dude.
Best, so I'll just let him take over from here.
The only thing I've done so far in terms of Ethan Klein's, like, many attacks against me, which have obviously backfired on him spectacularly, and that's actually caused him to, like, double down, triple down, quadruple down in very meaningful ways, including, like, randomly going after...
Dude, she gave her daddy a shout out. Good for her.
After Redditors, trying to get Reddits on ban, or trying to get Reddits banned, is that it's pure projection. It's quite literally projection.
Are we just playing this clip because it agrees with her? And what does the projection thing mean? That, like, Ethan would be calling CPS on people?
Not done.
If he was unchained, he'd be calling CPS.
A fraction.
Like, if these people could breed effectively, like, that would be their fucking Achilles heel, because Ethan would call CPS on all of them.
Of what he has done to me in return. Like, not even a fucking fraction. Do you understand? I've also...
It's because, like, Ethan can't use their Achilles heel because they're all familyless.
The position that I think...
Yeah, they specifically didn't have kids with the expectation that they'd be used in the Ethan Klein Hasan Piker war.
Snark Reddits are genuinely not good for people's mental health. This is something that I have talked about.
Yeah, but Hasan Piker is literally a fucking no bad tactics, only bad targets fucking extremist. Are you serious? Yeah, guys, Snark subreddits are bad. But the Ethan Klein one be talking hella shit right now.
Before.
Guys, I will not platform Bad Empanada ever. Except when he's calling Elo Klein a fucking terrorist. Or, hey guys, I'm no longer watching Bad Empanada. Because if you guys don't know, Bad Empanada put out a video bashing Hasan. And after all of this coverage, all of this glazing, He then stopped watching Bad Empanada and didn't watch that one. Crazy concept, guys.
Time and time again. I don't think that I don't think it's a healthy thing to do. Hate watching, especially as somebody who
knows every single thing that's going on in every single community where people talk about him. Hate watching is probably pretty unhealthy.
Personally has a shit ton of hate watchers and content creators who are actively engaging in the hate watching and creating communities around hate watching. I know what that does to a person's mentality. Initially, it was Sex Destiny, who has ruined his own life because of his own decisions. And now Ethan Klein is carrying the fucking torch.
Carrying the torch? Is Ethan distributing people's nudes without their consent? Or is carrying the torch of Hasan Piker hate? At least he's admitting this isn't Destiny, I guess. Well, still kind of blaming Destiny. I think this guy sees Destiny in his dreams. Does anybody here have, like, reoccurring nightmares? I think this guy's nightmare is, like, it might even be a sexual dream about Destiny.
If his initial analysis, if his initial argument is like, oh, well, you know, Hasan is doing snark shit to me, which I think is fucking ridiculous.
Guys, Hasan Piker claims to be an advocate, and if that's true, why did my friend die during their shots game where they took a shot every single time he mentioned Destiny on his stream? Okay? Why did he like fucking
by the way? Because the only thing I do is actively defend myself against this many different smears. If that is considered snark, what the fuck is Ethan Klein's subreddit?
Dude, they literally call themselves Snark. It's like in the name. If that's called Snark, it's like that's how they refer to each other, like as snarkers. What is Ethan Klein's subreddit? Dude, I'm actually...
What the fuck is he doing every single day?
Sorry.
He lies about every single thing that I do every day, every time he's broadcasting, including, I guess, but not...
He lies about... I will not watch any of these things or point out where those lies are or defend myself in any way. However, okay, I assure you, they are in fact lies.
Limited to the fact that he somehow tied back someone engaging in a heinous act of calling Child Protective Services on him to me. Ridiculous.
Get well soon, Ethan.
But like, if you come to a point now where you can say that was fucked up, then I respect that, you know, because I've been there myself. A couple of years pass, and all of a sudden you're like, what was I thinking? Like that, whoever that was, a couple of years ago.
All of these people are subhuman, and they don't deserve to breed.
That said that shit is insane, you know. She's always wearing the same type of shirt, and
yes!
It seems like I just wish her the best, and I think variety is the spice of life, and you know.
That was genuinely awful. I legitimately, I don't understand why this person, like, where did they get the confidence from to post this much cringe on main? Holy shit. Ethan will only watch spliced up clips of this video? Yeah, because you can't clip for shit. There was like a 5-minute uninterrupted Ethan Klein clip in the middle of this, bitch. Nobody's watched. I'm the only idiot who will watch this in full. I'm sorry. There's just no way. Now, Ethan can never stream again. Funny how Ethan has more rage and hate for Denims than Bad Empanada. I don't even think that's actually true. I legitimately do not believe that's actually fucking true. You know, only the dog got Jardia, right? You're shitting up the internet with your vapid, hollow, and staggeringly stupid personality. You're one of the biggest morons I've ever seen. The fact that you still said that about the kids is sickening. Who cares about the other shit? And people are defending her shame. Bro, Ethan's got the coke sniffles. It's so obvious. Insert self plays the victim, as usual. That's what these guys do. Why haven't you said anything about Bad Empanada? All the points in these videos are moronic. Yeah, I mean, just not even addressing Bad Empanada. Jesus fucking Christ. Also, FYI, Ethan Epstein brigading genocide denying cult has already linked this video in several of the snark subs with calls for users to, like, this isn't even English. Like, this person is like terminally brain fucked. Like, I don't even know what's happening here. Sadly, Ethan has always been disgusting, a hateful, bigoted grifter, and evil person. But after he gladly merged his remaining audience with Child Predator Destiny's remaining freak show fan base. It has become possibly the worst collection of brigading, harassing, doxing, sociopathic fail sons online. And it's pathetic how YouTube or Instagram refuses to take against Ethan's obvious TOS breaking behavior. Like, I don't know what's happening in the head of this person, but I mean, like, guys, listen, I'm not for eugenics. All right? That's not one of my major call signs, but like, you know, right? Like, doesn't this makes you think, all right? Do we really want Hannibal 826 in the fucking, do we want this person being able to have kids in the future? Does the government need to step in and prevent this behavior? Okay, I'm sorry. Now hear me out, chat. Do we really need
to give a big shout out to Nicholas DeOrio?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Lawsuit, oops. Not Ethan Klein crashing out again. Like, these guys are repeating like salvo memes. Holy shit, dude. Yikes, man, this is gross. I heard people say he's been acting crazy, but damn. All right, let's keep going. Oh, and by the way, while this was airing, Bad Empanada was in chat. By the way, shout out to head mod Smaggle Daggle, who just happened to be in the kill cam screenshot of Bad Empanada thanking CPS for checking in on the poor babies. So Bad Empanada on his main YouTube channel with the verified check mark is in the chat, justifying the false CPS call against Ethan Klein in Denims' chat today. By the way, shout out to Smaggle.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter.
I don't know how. Like, he's got to be stupid, right? Like, you have to be extremely stupid to do this on your main account. Like, people can see this, right? The safety of these poor children needs to be assured. Okay, so that's justifying more action taken against Ethan's kids. Just to be clear, further action against Ethan's kids from Bad Empanada's main YouTube channel. It's a wonder this guy's gotten banned from every other platform. This podcast is this man talking about shit with pauses for organized harassment. I'm like, organized, again, this is fucking Bad Empanada calling something harassment. Dude, okay, I need to just show you this. This is extremely fucking weird. Twitch has unbanned Smash Pro Zero after 5 years. The streamer went from 400 pounds to 188 and is now a bodybuilder. Thank you. Awesome. This is, so then you click on the link, and the link is, here's why he's banned. And the picture is just him being jacked. Okay, that's odd. Okay, you go through the comments. Okay, now they filled in the comments. We're ignoring the comment section. When I first clicked on this, it was like, wow, what an amazing transformation. What did he do? So you go to the article. All right, we're in dark mode, and we take a look at the article, right? And a huge percentage of this article is just like, dude, look how jacked he is. It's extremely fucking weird behavior to do this in like an actual publication. Michael Gwilliam. Michael Gwilliam.
Appreciated the shout out.
Thank you. Twitch has unbanned Super Smash Bros. Pro Gonzalo. I almost said Gonzalo Lira. That's Coach Deadpill, right? Gonzalo Lira was Coach Deadpill. I'm not leaking somebody's name right now. Dude, I'm never going to forget Coach Redpill calling me a couple of months before his death to tell me that if Andy Warski or Ethan Ralph says his name on stream again, that like it's an imminent threat on his life. And I needed to notify him ASAP. And I wasn't friends with this guy. He just called me to tell me that like, if these guys mention on stream, because apparently people were walking up to him as like fans of Kino Casino or something. I don't remember. I have the call somewhere. I don't think I recorded my end of the audio, but this was just like fucking unreal. Did you call us great? No, he was alive. This was after his first death. So anyway, permabanning nearly 5 years ago. And then the article goes from permaban to like, in his prime, Zero was one of the most unstoppable Smash players to ever pick up a GameCube controller, winning a whopping 56 tournaments in a row in Super Smash Bros. 4 on Wii U. Holy shit, dude.
Why would so many people be Googling that?
Like, what the fuck is this article, dude? However, Barrios was permanently banned in Twitch in 2020 when multiple pros and Smash community members were accused of sexual assault and misconduct. Now, I'm not going to click the link, but I imagine it takes you to Reddit, right? The Reddit thread. Then it goes, Jisoo, Zero's former roommate in the Sky House, alleged he was showing her he would show her sexual material while underage in their room and had solicited videos from underage girls. She also claimed that Zero was abusing his now wife Vanessa in the early stages of their relationship. Zero admitted to originally admitted to sexual misconduct allegations July 4th, 2020. However, in November 2021, he revealed he was working on a lawsuit with Jisoo, alleging her statements, including multiple falsehoods, outright defamatory claims. He further claimed his confession was made under duress. Okay. Nearly a year later, he announced the lawsuit was settled, and and now he's appealing his Twitch ban. 3 years after that, he was unbanned. And that's like the end of the coverage. Is just like, hey guys, here's some stuff that Zero didn't do. Then there was a lawsuit, and that was it. So we're not gonna mention the elephant in the room here. And then we have he started his massive. Instead of playing Smash, Zero went a massive body transformation.
And you know what else is massive?
In fact, the Smash Pro is almost unrecognizable, and that's because he bulked up significantly from his 400-pound state. In January, Barrios explained he's taken a new job helping others with body transformations as a personal trainer and other fitness goals. But he has since taken his talents online. But that doesn't mean he's done competing in Smash. Whoa, no. In fact, he was invited to a tournament in the Dominican Republic where he performed better than they thought he would. This is like disgusting. This is disgusting, degenerate shit. Zero is planning to make content for the new Smash game on Switch 2, but remains committed to bodybuilding. Zero responds after body transformation goes viral. In a response to Dexerto's tweet about his unban, Zero shared a photo of himself with Olympia champions Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman, saying he hopes to stream bodybuilding in the future. It's unclear what prompted Twitch to unban him. In particular, the platform revealed violations would now expire. At the time of writing, Barrios has yet to acknowledge his unbanning on Twitch. But given his focus on fitness, it's unclear how this might impact his current goals. This is like, wow. Okay, awesome. This is super cool, I guess. And then the comments are like, so we're just leaving out the, yeah. Look what happens when you stop playing video games. We're just completely glazing this guy. We're giving up the fucking. That's just insane. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of respect for Dexerto, but I mean, I have like literally zero. Yeah. Just like his name, Nick has zero respect left for this degenerate publication. Holy fuck, bro. Yeah, but he's jacked, so it's okay.
Read yourself Keffel's tweet.
Holy shit, dude. Somebody wrote me, what did they write? Did they ban him because he was fat? And I said, no, because I'm still partner, so that can't be me. Oh, God, dude. Oh, no. Oh, God. What is this? Isn't this the Ice Cube guy who asked a miner to stuff ice cubes? Or am I way off? No, dude, it's the guy who lost weight and got jacked. That's what happened. Yeah, you understand? No, it's not that guy. I don't know who that guy is, but it's the guy who got jacked, dude. Yeah, I just wanted to point this out because I think this is like an abomination to journalism, and I think the person who wrote that is like a degenerate freak. Also, I think we covered this. I don't know when this is going to hit a VOD. I have no idea what VOD this is going to be in, right? Because I don't even think this section where we covered this has hit a VOD yet. It might just be back to back. But this is an update to the previous segment that we briefly went over with the YouTuber Zero, former Smash champion. I had tweeted at Dexerto saying that their coverage of Zero was fucking crazy, insane. They were basically saying that, like, hey, by the way, Zero's been unbanned on Twitch after 3 years. And then the rest of it was shilling his weight loss and new bodybuilding. Okay, it was really fucking weird. No indication of what he actually did. And then, like, all the fucking metadata for it was like, check out this guy. He was fucking thin and now he's jacked. He's fucking jacked. He's huge. And I was like, okay, this is odd. It was an odd thing to post without referencing, like, you know, the elephant in the room here. That's pretty weird. And then I went over, I pointed this out. In particular, the platform revealed that violations would now expire and definite suspensions would be able. At the time of writing, Barrios has yet to acknowledge his unbanning on Twitch, but given his focus on fitness, it is unclear how this might impact his current goals. Like, holy shit, dude. What a weird fucking thing. And then I think this is Repsion wrote, isn't this the Ice Cube guy? Right? Like the Ice Cube guy. And then I wrote, no, dude, it's the guy who lost weight and got jacked. He got huge. It's crazy. Okay, so they deleted all these tweets after I quote tweeted them. I don't know if I had something to do with that or other people were pushing back, but like it was a weird article. I think Samuel pointed out that it's been deleted. And this was a few days ago. This was the actual original tweet. The streamer went from 400 pounds to 188 and is now a bodybuilder and posted like a before and after. Like, this is an extremely fucking weird way to engage with this. But then if you check the article, it actually goes a little bit deeper. We read this on stream, so you could see it in the original coverage. This is not in it. This is all new. They added this after the fact. Zero originally admitted to sexual misconduct allegations on July 4th, 2020, including additional claims that he had sent horrendous messages to girls as young as 14 when he was 19. So they did go out of their way to, I guess, add to this article about what he actually said at the time. I mean, like, I don't know how this even got written without like including the main thing, but like they've gone back and they have since edited this article instead of just taking it down. And then all this stuff in here is just like fucking my journey. Look at my fucking weight loss. Look at me, dude.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
I'm fucking jacked now. Let's go.
Keffel's appreciated.
Yeah, without showing the ad. I think they have to put like, hey, by the way, we edited this, right? Is there any? Oh, okay. There's no. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. Matthew Gwilliam went back and altered it. So that's something that happened. But the interesting thing for me is, and the thing that I wanted to cover, is that when this happened, I don't know how we can time it because they didn't even tell everybody when it was updated. But a few days ago, I guess Zero posted a response to, I imagine, the article and a bunch of people who were responding to the article because, of course, this is going to be something that's controversial, right? Like there's no way this is not going to be controversial. Even the unbanning is controversial, even though Twitch has kind of opened a path for these people to come back. And clearly Zero has never been, he's never been arrested or prosecuted or charged with any crime. So there really is no reason by Twitch standards to keep him banned for this, right? Zero does put out a statement saying, every time my situation gets brought up, I have to clear misinformation. One, not recently, 2014, I was 19, months out from high school, still living in Chile, and I'm about 30 now, which is, by the way, a fucking crazy start to this tweet, because everyone knows what he's talking about. But if you don't know, sure, that's not a good answer, whatever. I retired from events years before this was brought up. Again, doesn't matter. That is worthless information for me. 3, I was accused of an intense amount of things, a lot blatantly false. So this is pointing out like, hey, Jisoo lied about me. So, you know, that worst thing I confessed to initially. Yeah, well, we just ignore that. I did not handle the situation the best, but who really would? I don't think that matters either. And then this one is kind of the significant one. This is actually probably the reason why I'm talking about this. I got divorced. When? What the fuck? Chad, did we know this lore? So, if you remember correctly, when we were covering this years ago, his wife had made him the life-saving steak dinner. All right, if you've heard the videos covering this, you would know about the life-saving steak dinner. All right, it had some fucking take me down. It had some untie my noose mashed potatoes, right? It had the unload the gun asparagus. Okay, this steak dinner saved his life. Apparently this woman's divorced him now. I totally miss. Is this the same woman? I don't know for a matter of fact if it's the same woman, but there was just dude, this this guy had the don't drink bleach beer that went along with the steak, right? And apparently they've separated. I didn't know this. And again, like, I don't know why or how. And I was sitting here speculating, laughing my ass off the other night, like wondering what the fuck happened. Could you imagine this guy got jacked and he's like, listen, I know you saved my life over some steak dinner, but fuck you, bitch. I can pull much more poon now. And started like fucking his gym friend. I don't know. I obviously, we don't know what happened. It's just speculation or whatever. I just found it interesting that he got divorced. He learned to cook. Yeah, that's what it was. He learned to cook, and that was it. That was it. He learned to cook. Jesse, we need to cook. People can draw their conclusions, but to act like I'm a current problem or a danger is extremely malicious and untrue. Like, obviously, none of these statements are being written by lawyers.
Yourself Keffel's tweet.
But again, you got to understand, up until this point, like, he has denied that this stuff with Katie happened. He's denied the stuff with Katie happened. He's denied, like, the Ice Cube stuff, obviously, after confessing to it initially. So why would he be a current danger if he was never a danger to begin with? It's just written extremely weirdly. And nobody's saying that he's, like, actively fucking going after kids. In fact, if he was, we probably would know about it. I don't think he is. None of you actually know me, and most people can't even remember the details of the situation. The people involved pretty much let it go. Again, none of this information matters. You don't actually know me is like an extremely crazy thing to say. I'll close this out by saying people who are actually a danger don't change. They keep doing bad things. We never talk about recent or today, but 11 years ago. Most people can't even remember what things were like back then. Like, if I was guilty personally, this is what it would, like, this is what they're, I hate to say, but like, this looks like every guilty person ever saying stuff like this. I'm not saying anything like specific, but like, this response is fucking awful. He's not doing himself any favors with this. And again, I don't understand, right? He says he didn't do it. His position is that it was a suicide note and that he, like, lied at his own expense. Now, I don't believe that. You might believe that. I don't believe that. But if that's his position, that he's never done this act and it's all false, then why is he saying actively a danger, keep doing bad things? Like, everything in this response says, I did that shit and I don't do it anymore. But that's not compatible with his actual position where he claims that this never happened, that this Katie person doesn't exist, or if she does exist, like, he didn't do this. So I'm not really sure. This looks like Dr. Disrespect wrote it. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. Destiny response. Yeah, this is just extremely weird, but I don't know. We've moved past this situation. It's been years now. There are some good videos on it. I think, was BWC the guy? I think Toastify put something out on this. Hell, even John's video wasn't that bad. That came out around the time. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this because it's crazy how, like, one quote tweet and then I guess some pushback here got this added in, and then Zero responded. It was bad. It was just not good. Also, last little intro segment, I guess, because we can't really talk about it. If you were in the camp that said Amouranth faked her robbery, well, unfortunately, you got your fucking, what's the award Chud's been talking about? The Fell For It Again award. How many people in chat got a Fell For It Again award? Because very obviously, she didn't fake it. There have been arrests now on this robbery. Yeah, who in chat gets the Fell For It Again award or the fucking Knew It award for the people who actually knew? I acknowledge that, like, I think when I went live to cover this on my channel, I was confident as fuck that this happened. Like, there was no way she was faking this. And then, like, as the stream was progressing, my chat kind of groomed me. All right, I got kind of groomed, chat. Red light, okay, red light. And my chat was convincing me that this didn't happen. And I think I came away from it standing my ground. I don't remember. I might have to go rewatch the segment. All right, my chat groomed me, and they tried to get me to report it wrong. All right, and I didn't do it. All right, I was right. I was fucking right. You guys were wrong, chat. Yeah, bro got Muda hard. I literally got Muda hard, almost. I think I came away from it on the right side. But regardless, yeah, 14 suspects have been charged for aggravate. You know what's funny is I was gonna just cover more of it, but my audience doesn't care if Amouranth actually was robbed. They just wanted her to lie. that was legitimate. Like, my audience does not fucking care if people charged into her house with a gun and pointed at her head or whatever. Disregard entirely. Audience does not care. But if she lied about it, that's a banger, okay? So I was going to cover it in kind of a mini segment like this. And then another video had come out with like Aiden Ross, where she gave like conflicting information, and people at that point were sure. Chud covered it. I watched a little bit on Chud's stream, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll talk about this or whatever, because it'll give a nice little back and forth. We could do the whole, is it real? Is it not real? We could probably post that. And then it turned out that like they got arrested. So I guess Chud's whole chat was like bullying him, saying that this was 100% fake and you fell for it and you're a loser and you're afraid to cover the real story. And then like 24 hours later, charged. And I was Chud retweeted this too. Like, wait, it can still be fake. Hear me out.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
Like, people are so fucking mad it's real. Yeah, the chat was insane. People are so mad that something bad actually happened to Amouranth, and we can't just sit here on a crusade and call her a liar for 45 minutes. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, there's not really much I could say. A bunch of fucking teenagers, I think 16, 17, and 19 were the arrested ages, went into her house demanding cryptocurrency. One of them got shot. The craziest part of this story is supposedly when Amouranth was in the hospital, one of these kids was getting treated for the gunshot wound, and Amouranth, like, stuck her neck out and went, is that the fucking guys who robbed me? Is that the people who tried to rob me at my house? Apparently they went to the same hospital. Isn't that insane? Isn't that could you imagine you go to the same hospital as the guy who just attempted robbing you and threatened to shoot you in the head if you didn't give them crypto? Like, that is crazy. Let me open this in a new tab, see if there's anything valuable here. Fox. It's on Fox News, guys. It's over. We've got full names now. DeMarcus Morris Jr., Dylan Nesho Campbell, Brian Anthony Salazar Guerrero. This guy sounds like the bellhop in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Officials say a 16-year-old has been identified as a suspect in the case. All three suspects who have been identified have all been charged with aggravated kidnapping and aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Yeah, Esteban, Julio, Ricardo, De La Rosa, Montoya. I know way too many of those names, bro. It's over. Documents say Morris and Campbell are still in custody. Morris has a total bond of $150,000, $75,000 for each charge, and Campbell's bond is at $200,000, $100,000 for each charge. Guerrero has since posted bond. His was set at $100,000, $50,000 for each charge. What we don't know is the 16-year-old suspect who has not been identified at this time. Then she spoke on the thing here. Did she go on Fox?
All right, Kate.
She went on Fox News. Wow.
Such a large following, and you went through a really scary situation here in Houston where you live. What happened?
It was about a week ago now, but we had a break-in, actually. I was going...
Bro, you guys wanted this to be fake so fucking bad. Holy shit.
Bed early, and he was...
Chat got the Fell For It Again award! Woo!
Staying up to take care of the animals. And then I hear really loud bangs.
And then people are like, oh, these robbers aren't acting like the robbers from the movies that I watch. And then we find out that they're fucking teenagers. No wonder that this explains everything. The fact that the robbers are between 16 and 19. Yeah. Dude, you know who's older than the robbers? Xander Hall. And are you telling me if Xander Hall pulled the gun on Amouranth, it wouldn't look just like this? Exactly.
Coming from beneath my bedroom. And I call him and I said, did you hear that? He said no. He was actually he was taking a poop, actually. So he didn't hear it. He says, probably the dogs, because we have golden retriever and a border collie, and they like to jump on the table and make like a whole bunch of noise. But I didn't think it sounded like the dogs, because I know what they sound like. This was much louder.
The fourth suspect was actually Aiden Projects, but now that he's reached of legal age or whatever, they're hiding him out, you know? That's what's happening. Aiden Projects was the fourth suspect, yeah. Caitlin Fulldox, better known as OnlyFans Twitch streamer Amouranth, told Fox 26's Caroline Collins after the police were called to her house for a home invasion earlier this month. The 31-year-old said she was asleep in her Northwest Houston home on March 2nd when three men entered her husband Nick Lee, Full Docs. Nick Full Docs was in the bathroom when she heard about the sounds, loud sounds beneath her bedroom. According to Full Docs, the men busted in the room and attacked her, then demanded cryptocurrency. The suspects also allegedly pistol whipped her 3 times. So yeah, it's real. They're on Wikipedia. Is Nick Lee the fake abuser? Yes, actually. Yeah. This is how we're gonna start reading all of these. Because everyone gets so fucking mad when like real names pop up on the thing, but it's like this is a Fox News article, or like this is a legal, like this is a lawsuit. Like I'm not showing this right now. We might get into this later, but recently I think Destiny stuff came out or whatever, and it's like defendant Stephen Full Docs, because like when it's in the court, it's a legal document. I'm not like doxing somebody for reading a legal document. There's really not much I can do with that.
Keffel's tweet.
I am not crazy. Yeah.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Oh man, yeah, it's legal doxing, yo. It's actually Jover. I'm surprised it took them so long when it was a gunshot. I think Amouranth responded to this, right? Can I find that? Because she started just dropping more information. This was like a little teaser thing that I was going to put at the beginning of the stream and be like, guess what? You guys were wrong. But I am a little interested in it, so I actually will follow up. You really can't look up Amouranth on Twitter either, because you get like, she's like full fucking... If you look up Amouranth and search and pull it up on stream, you're getting banned. There's literally nothing you can do about it. Amouranth. For those of you still doubting, boom. I thought there was one more. Maybe I'm wrong here. Did she delete it? Okay, now I can break some of my silence. The one object that they took was a MacBook with Find My turned on. There was a moment of total panic after I got out of the hospital the night of the incident. I tracked the MacBook and I was in disbelief that we were at the same hospital. I might have even seen the ones who was shot while I was being discharged. But at the time, I thought they were doing something far more sinister. So, yeah, that's the Amouranth update, is that it's real. And you guys get the Fell for It Again award. Can we get 5 big booms for the MacBook? Hell yeah, dude. Boom! 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 There we go, chat.